exciting. All right. Anyone who comes up with a question, I want to be like, reveal yourself. That's it, guys. That's it. It's got off. All right. Let's do one more question, and then we'll go back to me.
Who are you really? Is it Kaylee?
My name is Diana, and often it looks to us that you guys are, as actors and actresses, often cracking up at the same lines that we are at home. So I'm wondering, how much do you know those lines in advance, and how much of them are either improvised or just a surprise?
Oh, me. Well, there's no improvising. What these amazing writers put in that script is what we say, and we get the script the night before the table read, and I always say it's like Christmas morning. Whenever I get that script, I get so excited to see what they put on the page, and but even throughout the week, I mean, we do find what you guys find funny. They're brilliant what they do and hilarious. Johnny, do you have?
Yeah, well, sometimes the writers write on the fly during live tapings, which is very difficult to do, obviously. And so sometimes the line is very new to us. And then often it can be an audience's reaction that we don't foresee throughout the week of rehearsal.
Like they laugh too hard, and we need to make it less funny.
More, it really kind of governs not just the pace of a scene, but sometimes the entire point of a scene, or the priorities of a scene, and that's a lot of fun. And then sometimes we're just charmed by ourselves. Kunal has a particular proclivity for laughing at his own jokes.
But as an editing style for the show, I mean, I think one of the things that's always weird to me in sitcoms is sometimes characters say very funny things that the character knows is funny, and the people in the room don't laugh.
Yeah.
And that's weird, because usually when people say something funny, people laugh. So as an editing style, when characters are reacting with laughter, which is natural and real, we like to use it because that's what would happen in the real world. Kaylee laughs a lot.
Eric, I hear that you've said it's a very noticey room, that the writer's room is a very noticey room, and what does that mean?
Well, yeah, that's a paradox, because this is a show that celebrates the outsider and criticizes the human propensity to shun or make fun of the outsider. But if you do something unusual in the writer's room, like say trim your nails with the office scissors, they don't let you forget about it. So it has been compared by some, me, to being examined by a monster with 20 eyes.
For a couple of years, you've been making artisanal hand-cut confetti in the room.
No, that's cruel. What I was trying not to eat too much, and when I was hungry, I would snip paper. And then Bill, to be amusing, said that I was making artisanal confetti. And now I'm happy to have the chance to get this off my chest. I was not making artisanal confetti. I was hungry, and to deal with the nervous energy, instead of eating a piece of chocolate or a cookie or a piece of cake, I would snip paper.
And that paper will be available to buy?
Yes,
We have pounds of it.
Could you guys give us a tease of what's to come in season 7?
Johnny?
I know nothing, and you know it.
We will see Leonard on the ship.
Oh, we will?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will.
Fantastic. Will I have a parrot?
Perhaps.
We can't give away everything.
right.
We'll be, now that Kutherpali can speak to women without alcohol, we'll be poking at that a little bit.
Nice.
Anything else?
People will have
Maya,
emotions.
Bernadette and Amy may take their first trip away together without Penny along, so that could happen.
All right.
Wisecracks will be made.
Do you think that Sheldon and Amy will ever engage in coitus? In other words, doing the nasty.
Could you be more explicit?
Eric, when a man and a woman let
I think I'll use Sheldon words and say it is a possibility.
possibility. All right.
Once you erotically massage someone's nose, it is a slippery slope. I think we all know what happens after that.
We're adults here, except for those of us who are not.
If you guys could steal one thing from the set, what would it be? Other
Kaylee.
than me. Oh, all right.
I already took the giant Jenga. It's in my house.
That's right.
The giant Jenga actually came from Johnny, right?
Yeah, my brother in Chicago got a hold of some wood and a table saw, and next thing we knew, we were playing massive Jenga in the backyard by flashlight. And when you're the size of my brother and I, it's a dangerous game.
It's played to the death.
It pretty much. You need to be quick if you're down there at the lower tiers. So it's good fun for all.
One of the most amazing members of the Big Bang production team is Scott London, who's our prop master. And at production meetings, we say to Scott things like, we'll need killer robots, or we'll need telematic kissing machines, or we need giant Jenga. And Scott, he'll just go, about how big do you see the Jenga? Do I need two sets, one locked in place for a point in the game, or do I all lose? How do you want it? And then he makes giant Jenga.
And then it comes home with me.
And then he also has to make all the Chinese meals that we eat around the table. And for good or ill, Scott was a chef beforehand, and so they're absolutely delicious. And they're so good.
So good.
And we eat much too much in between takes when we really don't need it.
There is a lot of eating on the show. Is that intentional? Do you intentionally write?
A lot of eating in the writers' room.
You guys should start cutting confetti.
Yeah.
Could you write that into the script? There was just cutting.
So, you know, what could they be doing at the beginning of the scene? And then we're sitting and eating, and then maybe they're eating. Okay.
They're very brainy characters, so in order to make them relatable, we want those things that brainy people enjoy as well as regular people, and one of those is eating.